kind of games is he into? Arcana, show me how much they need to know. Okay, so we already did the first. They're telling me. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels, I heaven and earth. Now. You're the Empress in this spread, and Scorpio is the priest. And any other man that is coming into your life will be the Emperor. Arcana, show me how much they need to know, because this is your spread right now. Arcana, show me how much they need to know. Thank you to the universe and to the angels ahead and earth. Show me how much they need to know here for my client. They want to jump all on that. Thank you. What are we looking at here? Find yourself lonely sometimes. But you're young and single and pretty. Go about. Do your life. Let that person come in when he needs to come in. Yeah. I feel that eventually the spouse is going to find out about you, so you're going to have a whole lot of crap in your hands here. Probably before the year or into 2019 here. Okay, so be careful. I do feel that the spouse is going to try to take actions, and legally as well, from her spouse eventually. Okay. I do feel that there's an argument coming along here. Let's see who that falls in here for. And I know what you want. You want that person to know about you. You're just dying for it. You think that will be that will take for him to leave the spouse, or the spouse to leave him. Not necessarily though. I can assure you that. You want a family with this man. That's what I'm sensing here. You're looking for him to come and see you. You're looking forward to it here. And you're non-stop thinking. You go to sleep thinking of him, waking up dreaming of him. And I even hear wet dreams. Yeah. Yeah, you will see him. You will travel to see him. I'm looking forward to those things. I feel that the spouse is almost like she's ready to start something new here. And I know you love this person. You love this person. And that's what's causing you drama within yourself. This attachment is what you need from him temporarily. I feel that you're going to end this year more, it's almost like you have to go within yourself, and you have to put all your perspective into line here, write them down if you need to, and then just make a choice for yourself to either continue in this relationship or to either end the relationship here. And I know that what you want is a stability, happiness, and enjoyment, and even a family here, okay? So be careful with that. There is another potential here for another male to come into your life to give you those things. So it's really up to you if you want to open up your options. I feel that you should. I absolutely feel that you should. He is not in your town. You don't live in the same area. You're across the world, probably so. And so therefore you can do whatever you want, and he does not have to know. You go about your life, and and that's what I mean by playing the game. Playing it fair. Play it to however way it suits you. Because he's doing his own thing. He's doing his own mind games. And he thinks that he has you there on your knees 24/7, even though he's not there. While he's doing his own thing. So now let's see him. I kind of show me how much I need to know here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels for heaven and earth. That's what I need to say about you in reverence to. He and his spouse are priest and high priestess, and you are the empress. And let's spread out. Kind of show me how much I need to know. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what are we looking at here. No, he thinks he's immature, but acting a fool is going to give him a lot of shit in a minute, because his spouse is going to give him problems. She's on to him big time. Okay? And she will know about you, probably because you're going to attempt to do so. However way, she's going to know about you. And I'm also sensing that maybe she is somewhat close to that sibling that you try to contact. And maybe instead of her going to the Scorpio, she went to her instead. I think that that's what's going to happen here. Okay. So that's why he's having problems, or will be having problems before the year is over here. There's going to be a breakup between them two in a very short time here. So you better get busy and make that trip here. There's going to be a breakup here between them two. And he's been ignorant and foolish to an extent because he thinks he is manipulating everything and everyone. But that's going to backfire because I feel that there's a breakup coming in here from his spouse. And she is going to give him problems, fights, arguments, put him out of the bedroom. So they're not good at home. I don't care what he says or not says. They're not good at home. And they won't be for the rest of this year. That he's going to be back and forth trying to fix this relationship. I feel that eventually that woman is going to have the courage here to even contact you. And eventually he's going to have to put the moves here however way he wants to. I just don't feel that he's going to be able to save this marriage eventually. Yeah. Yeah. That woman is going to try to take his money, his home, everything. Okay. He's getting what he's been doing. He's been playing unfair with you and everybody else, so that's what he's getting. He didn't play the game the way it should have been. Okay. He should have just walked away and be single and do what he is doing. So right now, in a very few months, he's going to be very upset here with his spouse. He's going to be hurting the fact that she's kicking him out, that she's giving him a cold shoulder, locking him out of everything, intimacy, room, whatever you name it. And he's out here trying to see if he can buy time, trying to see if he can manipulate her, trying to say, please take me back in. I want to stay in this marriage. I love you. It's not what you hear. It's not what you know. And things like that. So he's going to try his best to overcome this relationship and return in this marriage. And in the meantime, what's going to happen, he's going to come at you before this year is over and tell you shit. He's going to tell you shit. I'm telling you now, get ready for that. He's going to think that you went behind his back, that you betrayed him, that you backstabbed him, and all kinds of things. Okay? And his spouse will also try to contact you and do those things. So again, unfortunately, you already did what you did. You can't take back, so now you have to move forward. I see arguments. I see fights here, verbally, of course. And I'm also seeing someone from your past that is coming in here. And maybe this has to be because it's for the benefit of you. There's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, someone arising that is coming in here. And it's in his spread. So he's probably going to know about this person. And he's not going to like it. He is not going to like it. Okay? And what happens here is, yes, he has hidden feelings for you that he does not admit. Maybe when he's going to... But the fact is that he also has the same thing for his spouse, though. I have to be straightforward with you. But the fact is that when he goes through a separation between all this, he's going to start realizing things differently. Okay? Maybe because you will eventually do some type of spell here or whatnot. But things are going to start realizing more into his thing. That the fact that someone else is taking his shoes in your home could be possibly in your situation. Because I think that he's going to be hurt the fact that you will start seeing someone else. He will know about that either because you're going to let him know or whatever. But I see him finding out. And that will hurt him. Because then he's going to realize, you know what? Shoot, I do have feelings for this woman. Okay? He's going to try to work the relationship out with his spouse. Okay? And it's just not going to go to his favor, at least for this year or the beginning of this year. Then he might choose, if the woman decides completely to divorce him, he might choose to start something new and move forward at a more slower pace, but come at you in a more differently. Now, remember that I did say on the first spread that I see pregnancy. So if that is for you, I'm not saying it is because it is on your spread, but that's a big possibility. If that is your case, then it could, you never know. Let's just leave it like that. Okay? Things might change different for you. But either way, that's something that showed there in your environment, which could be for you or the person most closest and dearest to you. So let's just leave it at that. Okay? Let's just leave it at that. Thank you to the universe and to the angels I have enough for answering the question stuff today. So he's going to go through a lot of things right now in this before the year is over in his relationship, and if he tells you, it's because he's going to know that it's coming from your end. So be ready for that. Okay? Now Let me see something here real quick. I kind of show you must need to know here. So he's a Scorpio, and I'm going to do his spouse the same way because I want to see something here. Let's see. I kind of thank you to the universe and to the angels, heaven and earth. Do we see? I kind of. Thank you to the universe and to the angels, heaven and earth. How can you show me? And this is 2018. Thank you. Let's. What are we looking at here? I'll do the spreads and then I'll tell you what it is I'm looking for. Well, she will be known. It will be known to her that it's you in this picture here eventually. And she's already knowing. She's been knowing for quite some time here. Okay, so he's not going to be happy here because she's going to know for sure that you exist. Okay, do we see this? And so she is considering, yeah, okay, there we have it. Now, I will tell you this much, that if you want to do a divorce spell, we're good to go. But that's something that you have to consider it, okay? Because she is really marinating on it. So that will be your choice. She's really marinating it, and there's a big possibility here, so that's good for you. Okay? Thank you. Now that you know, then know how to do things, okay? He's still there. I feel that you will be making that trip, and I feel that you will enjoy that trip however way it is. And just take advantage of it and go there for those same purposes. Don't be bringing in the emotions, because remember, he thinks he's in a mind game there. So just continue that role play and manipulate the situation, okay? You did what you did with that sibling. Let it rest. It's done, it's done. So let's see what happens in that course. I do feel that she's attempted to contact you, and if she does, well, you're going to be surprised at certain things that she will say to you. And if she doesn't, I feel that she's marinating on to either tell the Scorpio or going about to let the spouse knows. Because I feel that she has some type of friendship toward that spouse, okay? So she might try to see which is the best way to go with that information that you, whatever it is that you gave her, okay? If you just left a message saying that you're just a friend of the Scorpio, she's not no dummy. I'm pretty sure she knows who you're attempting to say you are. And so just prepare yourself if you're willing to answer that phone call. I would suggest not to. Just let it rest and let it be unless she calls again. But just be very cautious, okay? I think that it was a mistake, but unfortunately it's done. So now you have to just let it see what happens. I'm seeing her contemplating on reaching out to you, but I'm seeing her transferring whatever it is that you left toward either him or her. And so, and that is why I see all the outcomes in there in this situation here. Remember that you need to be smart. If you want my advice, take it. You know, I always, my clients come first at all times. But before you do anything like that, if you want, let me know if that would be the right thing to do or how to do it. Because you could have just used other methods to do so. You could have blocked your number so they won't have it. And if they answer, then you could have made up a name. And if they didn't answer, then your number is blocked. They don't have it. They don't know who's calling. You know, you could have found a fake number. You could have used a different voice so they wouldn't know. You could have made it sound like it was coming from his job, from her job. There's just 100 million ways to do these things. When I say when it comes to love, there's no such thing as a fair game. Absolutely, I 100% believe in that. But it's how you play the game. You have to make sure that you know what it is you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it, and to who. Okay? But what's done is done, so let's see what happens. Let me know. Keep me in contact. And overall, it's a very positive reading at the end of the day for you and for your outcomes. Okay? I wish you the best. Make the best decisions that are best suited for you, as always. Thank you.